Hey guys, so I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about my lock journey thus far. I know this is probably new to you guys, but I got my locks done in June of this year. I'll put the exact date down below. And right now it is September 5th, Labor Day. And this is what I'm working with right now. They're a little bit wet right now because I just got out the shower and I wet them a little bit. So I know you guys are probably like, what the heck? What made me decide to get locks? Because I've been natural hair and wigs forever. I've actually wanted locks for years, but I felt like I couldn't get them because of my edges. Like I felt like my edges couldn't support the weight of locks, because I always heard of people who have locks and their edges were thin or their hair would thin out. So I felt like it wasn't a good option for me. But over the course of like the last year and a half, I've been wearing my hair in braids and kinky twists a lot for like a whole year. And I decided that I needed, like, I'm like, if I wear my hair like this all the time, and I'm really tired of doing my natural hair, I really don't wear wigs very much anymore. So maybe I should give locks a try. So I did some more research on locks, and I found out that it really depends on who's doing your locks and the method that you choose, you know, and your parting size, your hair texture, everything needs to be done correctly in order for you to be able to wear locks and not experience thinning. So I went ahead and gave it a shot. I initially booked an appointment with Damian Walter. He's here on YouTube. He travels across the country, and he was traveling to LA. So I booked an appointment with him for LA, and then he ended up having to cancel his travel plans for specific reasons. So I was like, crap. I ended up finding a place like 5 minutes away from my house to do my locks, and they did an amazing job. So I'll post a picture of the starting length of my hair before I got the locks started, because that's something I always wanted to see before I started. Then I couldn't find information. People never really wanted to post pictures of their natural hair length before they got their locks, and then what the length of their locks was after the fact. So I'll show you guys the length of my natural hair as well as the texture before I started. And then I didn't make a video when I initially got them done, but I do have pictures. So I'll show you guys pictures when I first got my locks done. They were really, really thin, like really skinny and tight. And I mean, I explained the size that I wanted my locks to eventually be. And I got really scared because I felt like I looked like a little kid, like a 5-year-old little boy or something, or 2-year-old little boy. So it took a while for me to get used to them. I want to say, oh wow, it took like a week, and I finally was like, oh, these aren't so bad. Initially, for them to start actually doing any kind of locking, it took about a week and a half. My hair started locking really quickly. My first retouch I was supposed to have done after 3 weeks. I ended up getting it done at 5 weeks. So the budding that I experienced after my first retwist was very significant because I waited so long. After that retwist, I was really anxious to get my roots colored because I have a lot of gray hair. So I did my next retwist at 3 weeks, and I got my hair colored. This, that was my my second retwist when I got it colored. And this is my hair currently at 4.5 weeks after that retwist. So this is what it looks like now. The budding, I'll post a picture of what the budding looked like after that first retwist. It was crazy, okay? I have like these really thick buds at the root. You can still see some of it now, but they were way thicker then. And then I had like this really skinny lock, so they thickened up a lot. The first part of my hair to lock was the nape, so I'll try to show you guys. The nape locked up like really good after just about a week and a half. You can see some of them still have coils at the end, but every single one of them is locked up for the most part. Maybe not all the way to the ends, but they're locked. So I'm able to wash my hair now without worrying about any kind of unraveling. The only parts that aren't locking a lot are around my edges. So it's starting to lock here and a little bit at the ends, like this one. But otherwise, this has been pretty awesome. I like it. It's very low maintenance because I have tried to eliminate clutter from my life and make everything as low maintenance as possible. So my hair was like #1. As far as styling it, I don't really style it or anything. I actually go in for another retwist at 5 weeks this Friday. So I'm going to try to get my hair retwisted like every 5 or 6 weeks, just because I don't want thin locks. And if you get them retwisted a lot, then your locks actually end up being thin. So I'm gonna try to go as long as possible. I hear it's kind of called semi-free-forming when you do that. But yeah, these are my locks. They're a little wet now. I'll do another update this Friday after I get it retwisted so you guys can see it fresh and not all bulky, because I did go swimming this weekend and I washed it, so I have like a little afro under here now. It's a lot of growth going on. So I'll show it to you guys freshly retwisted, and if you have any questions for me about my locks or this process, then let me know. So, because before I did get them done, I did a lot of research and watched a lot of videos. So if I can answer as many questions as I can in one video, just to have like one place for all of the answers, I would love to do that for you guys. And yes, I still can wear my wigs on top of these. I may actually do a video with that just to show you guys. But yeah, this is it. I'll show you the back. And they still have a tiny bit of stretch to them. When they initially started, I was able to stretch them like all the way down here. Now I can't really stretch them that much. Oh, I do have the little balls at the ends also, which don't really bother me as much as they bother other people. So yeah, I'll quit rambling, but if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I will get back to you guys in the next video. Okay, I'll see you.